about lunchtime during the day job, and thought I'd make a little update video for you guys. I gave her the first wash the other day, yesterday evening, and I made these little side pipe covers. The reason for this is one side is slightly longer because of the way the chassis is than the other, and it bothered me. So these are covers slash heat shields. There you go. Real happy with that. I think we nailed it. So a little update on the way it drives and everything. All of my metrics that I wanted to hit as far as like feel, nailed it. Super good. I got one last little niggle to work out, which is chill out. It's just another word for wrinkle. I had a fuel leak, and it's something to do with my fuel rail, how the injector sits in it. So I need to make sure that is bulletproof before I go beat on it. It was really weird. I started the car and was just kind of idling, and I was like, I smell gas. And I looked under the car and I see a puddle of fuel. So I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. So I kill it. I go and I'm looking around and everything, and I thought it was on the back of the fuel pressure regulator. So I kind of tightened that down and made sure everything was secure. So that was the first time it happened. Second time it happened, that area was definitely dry at the back of the fuel pressure regulator. So I was like, wow, that's really weird. So I started looking around, and it's actually coming around one of my injectors right underneath the throttle body. So I loosened the fuel rail, pushed it down really hard, tightened it back, and wiggled that injector, and it went away. So I don't know which of those two things was the fix. Well, there's your problem. So I think I figured out why the fuel rail was leaking. The injectors were leaking at the top because the thing wasn't seated properly. Yeah, so it looks like I have to modify these little brackets. That's the deal. Aeromotive. Who knows what this thing actually came from, so can't hate on them. She lives! And no leaks! Alright. Now we just gotta do this side. She's all back together. We got a lot more room down there now. You see all the clips and everything. No leaks. We're good. Our spring has more clearance. The wiring harness has a little bit more clearance. So that's good. I left a little bit more than what I needed so that I could let the wiring harness be over here. I'm going to dress that up a little bit more. But yeah, so all we got to do next is I can just do these whenever because there's no real clearance issue over here. It's just a matter of symmetry at this point. And new clips. It's good to have new clips on things like injectors. So that's it. Fuel leak solved. So yeah, you may be wondering what this little dude is over here. I'm trying to print ABS, which is why this thing is out in the shop, and it's cold right now. So that's why this heater is here. You may be wondering why this thing is zip tied up here. I've been trying to figure out why the F this sucker won't print properly. It keeps dying. Like, it gets to here, and then it cuts out. Like, it's fine. It does really well until here. And this is with ABS, and only for the big parts. So this is the ABS part that I made. This is my first ABS part. So this is my little switch plate. This is the top part. And this is it made out of the PLA plastic. So they're obviously different. This has a lower melting point. And so on like a hot Texas summer day, it would probably, it would definitely want to melt, you know, in the hot car or in a parking lot or whatever. ABS is much better suited for things like that, which is why the industries use it everywhere. So I got some clear stuff that I'm going to use for, you see how this has little cutouts? So I'm going to put the little backing plate on there and light that up LED. This is our shroud that goes there between the Momo hub and the steering column shroud. That is PLA right there, and it's a super fast print. That's why it has looks kind of ganky. Covers the whole. Anyways, this is ABS, and this is about a 5 or 6 hour job. So that's partly why it's been so irritating. I would, this is like day 3, trying to print ABS. Fire it up, let it go in for the night because it's just in the garage, and then it fails. Like, not very much into the job, so not very far into the job, sorry. And so I've been troubleshooting it, trying to figure out why it's not doing the thing. So maybe we got it figured out, or maybe we don't. I don't know. What I'm kind of thinking is that these guys, there's 2 fans in there. There's a blower, and then there's that fan you can see. It was cooling the tip of that nozzle way too much. So what I'm thinking is I might make a little plate where I can just have 2 little toggle switches on it, and I can just flip those switches to turn each of these fans on and off. I don't know if there's a circuit detection thing in there that'll make it, it'll throw an error or whatever. But, because like if it detects an open circuit, it might say, oh no, your cooling fan doesn't work. Kill job. So I got to do a little bit of testing, but this is not good. Like, this isn't, you know, zip tying this thing up out of the way just to print ABS on a cold day is not cool. You can see it wants to hit there. So hopefully it doesn't. I think we have enough wiggle right there. So, yeah, that's that. That's what I've been up to. The day in paradise. I gotta clean the shop more. I'm pulling this stuff down. I'm not even gonna try to fix the paintwork on this thing. I'm just gonna enjoy it, finish the interior, and pay somebody to fix my mistakes. You know, sometimes you just gotta try so that you can learn, hey, I want to have this. It's not worth it to me. And honestly, I've satisfied my curiosity, and I want the job done right. Sometimes you don't have what it takes, ladies and gentlemen. That's all part of trying things and figuring things out. Failure is part of the process. So take care of one another, and you know, that's that. Peace out, Girl Scouts.